Hi, I'm Chung. I go by Chung, aka DJ Chung. I have been doing parties in New York for many years now. The current party that we were doing before the pandemic hit was Sublimate. I'm a resident of Sublimate. I'm also one of the label heads of the Sublimate label. And yeah, that's generally, I guess, my position in the scene. I also work at a repair shop as well, fixing like turntables and drum machines and mixers and that sort of thing. Before Sublimate, I had done parties, all over the city for a while, in smaller bars and all sorts of different venues and stuff. And then I settled on Bossa Nova Civic Club for a few years and had a residency and a party there for a few years. Definitely when everything first went down, I had a heavy drop in interest in keeping up with music and listening to music, and I tried, but I think there was just so much other things going on, that it just wasn't where I wanted to put a lot of my energy. Yeah, I feel like I kind of pumped the brakes on it, a lot of people did. And I think it just put a lot of things in perspective for a lot of people, and I think it was a good reset and a good kind of way for people to take a second to really assess what's important to them and what they want out of music, and I guess by extension parties and labels and that sort of thing. I definitely find myself purchasing less physical music just because budgets are just generally tighter now. I'm working a little bit less, but then also I just feel like I want to put my resources towards stuff that I really am gonna and listen to a year from now, 2 years from now, and something that I feel like is just gonna be sort of timeless to me, and something that I just really like, instead of just kind of buying music just for the sake of having fresh stuff for my next gig, or buying music for the sake of keeping up with the times. The beginning of the summer, I got a bike, and that was just great. I think this whole period of time has just kind of shifted everyone's kind of thoughts on activities and what are good, healthy activities that'll get you out of your space, because everyone's just been cooped up. I hate going to the gym, but I still need something kind of active and healthy, and something relatively safe and socially distant. And yeah, biking was just the perfect pandemic activity. I think there have been a ton of changes already that maybe haven't been as obvious, but I mean, a ton of people have just kind of seen how a lot of the major electronic music platforms are sort of obsolete / authoritative, only because there are only a few of them out there, right? Yeah. But I think already we're seeing how artists and the music scene just need to be a little bit more creative in how they engage, I guess, with their audience and their peers. Even though we all miss the parties, I think it's still there's still a way for music communities to exist and thrive, even though there's no parties happening. I know that's such a big part of it, and we all miss it a ton, but I don't know about you, but growing up, there was a time when the only music culture I was really ingesting was stuff I was absorbing online, even though we've seen a lot of these social media sites and a lot of these music platforms kind of quote unquote go to shit or like sour or just maybe become commercial or just like super capitalistic or whatever. But I don't know, hopefully we can think of something, I don't know, better than that, because in the beginning those were all like really great places to like just share and like learn and read and just absorb music. I would just say to just like at least for me is like I've tried to I've tried to just take things very slow, like everything, you know. I suppose it's sort of Zen in a way, or like in sort of like a Buddhist way, but just try not to like force anything or rush anything, and just take your time, and yeah, try not to feel any extra added pressures because things are very tense as it is anyway. So yeah, take it slow. Yeah.